6 months ago, at the very beginning of this year, I was still working at the donut job I was working at for a couple months. At the time, I felt very experienced at the job. I felt like I got very comfortable. I knew what I was doing, given it was a simple minimum wage job. I was usually the guy to take orders at the drive-thru, and then at the time, I got very close to this girl. And she was the one making the food and stuff, doing all the sandwiches and all that. As we've known each other for about a couple of months, because she almost got hired around the same time I did. And a little bit of a background, we didn't know each other outside of work or anything. We just met at work. And we felt very close, and everyone else thought that too. As we weren't like best friends, or we weren't boyfriend or girlfriend, but we were a bit kind of close, as if we were related. But we really weren't. But the people at the job saw it differently. They saw as if we were dating. They thought we were relationship buddies or something, but we weren't. Because I knew my intentions is that, I was just trying to be myself. I wasn't trying to be with her or trying to get with her. I just wanted to be myself and try and connect with more of the people at this job, because I'd rather have more social interactions and, meet some people there, rather than just be a nobody and say nothing and just do my job all day and then go home depressed. So I tried to make it worthwhile whilst working at this place. I kind of wanted to test something whilst I was at work. I kind of wanted to act like I was this kind of alpha, top tier male Chad, whatever you can say. I tried to act like him because I was always watching a lot of self-improvement videos. I was watching a lot of videos of people teaching masculinity, teaching a lot of things about self-improvement that I didn't really know much at the time. So I figured, why don't I use one of the things they taught me in that video to just try in real life. Over time, I still felt like I had to keep doing this because I wanted people to respect me. I wanted people to look up at me. I wanted to feel like I knew what I was doing. I wanted to be the leader of this, even though I was just working at this job barely for $15 an hour, as if it was going to be rewarding at all. I wanted everyone that was there working, even the customers, to know me as this respected guy who knows who he is, who knows his values and preaches what he preaches. I wanted to be more confident because at the time I still lacked a bit of confidence. I still do now, but not as much as back then. So I wanted to become more confident. I wanted to have those awkward conversations. I wanted to go out of my comfort zone and do something different with my life for once. And over time, as the days went on, the weeks went on, I was kind of getting very, very comfortable, almost too comfortable, to the extent where I'd almost feel like this was my home. I wasn't really taking anything so seriously at work. I was just doing my thing, messing around. One day during a shift, me and this girl, for this instance of the story, let's call her Kate. We often were joking around a lot. We were messing around. We were almost throwing, not food, but small things at each other as if it was a joke and stuff. And we'd always joke around and all that. So we got very close as the days and weeks went on at work. Not to where we wanted to date each other, like I said, but we just wanted to, strengthen the bond between co-workers. She got very comfortable too because she was, going out of her way to joke around with me, doing stuff, messing around. One day at work, we were joking around. I may have taken a step too far. I may have actually went out of my way and almost slightly kind of shoved her in a little bit. It was kind of in a narrow, I wouldn't say hallway, but a narrow space, and she may have actually got pushed into some kind of counter. I didn't realize what I'd just done. That was not what I was expecting to do. In that moment, I didn't really feel nothing. I felt nothing at all. I just moved on with the day. She was okay. She wasn't really hurt or anything, but we just moved on. No one really cared or noticed too much about it during the shift. The next day, I come into work. I was greeted with one of the managers. And I already knew this wasn't a good sign. As she told me to come into the office and have a seat. It felt like I was back in school again, going to the principal's office. Someone told her about what I did, and she told me that you shouldn't be doing anything like that at work, and it was just a small warning. So I took it as light as possible. I didn't want it to like ruin my day or anything, but man, I was not expecting something like that as soon as I came in. I really wasn't at the time, because I didn't know it was that brutal or that serious. And then later during that shift, later during the day, her mum even noticed and came in and said she was very disappointed. And bro, I felt a lot of shame in my heart. I really did. I may have taken this too far. I may have actually been someone I really wasn't. Seeing her mum just react in that way, it's like, man, I really shouldn't have done that. I had a lot of regret in my heart, a lot of regrets. I really never felt the same ever since that day at work. After all that, I just, in the back of my mind, I knew it was like, I just wanted to become respected. I wanted people to appreciate me. I wanted people to really respect me as the person I am, instead of trying to act like someone else that automatically gains respect. And that ties all the way back into high school, because I really wanted to be acknowledged and validated by all those girls, all those friends I had that never really respected me in the first place. Felt like I wasn't taken seriously in a way. And yes, of course, I should not have pushed her, but I should not have done that. That's completely my fault. I really did regret doing that, and obviously I really did feel like a bad person for doing that, because I should not have taken the step too far to do that. Ultimately, from all that, I realized like I just had to be myself, because if I pretend to be someone else that I'm not, it's going to come off way much more weirder than if I were to be myself, that people wouldn't like me for who I was, compared to if I was pretending to be someone else and they still wouldn't even like me. So why not just be myself instead of pretending? In a work setting, you got to know the boundaries. Like wherever you are, I feel like you just need to know like there's a time and place for that, because this was at work. Ultimately, you just got to know the time and place, because at work, we got to focus on the work. No, you can't focus on doing stuff like that, because that really did affect me. Ultimately, I still feel like that little boy that still wants to be appreciated and respected by girls who've not earned the respect, but by pretending to be someone that he isn't. Always be yourself, because I believe we all are unique in a way. We all are special in a way. We may not know how, but we all are different, and that's a good thing. Ever since then, I'm not pretending to be someone else that I'm not, and I've just been my true authentic self, which really has impacted other people, and especially myself. So I hope you got something from this story. I'll see you in the next one.